Target marketing is all about getting your message in front of the right people, your ideal clients, each and every time. Today, I'm going to share a tool with you that you can use to ensure that this happens so that you don't waste time and money in your marketing efforts. Hi, I am Tim Fitzpatrick with Rialto Marketing, where we believe if you want to accelerate revenue growth, you must remove your revenue roadblocks. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in today. I'm going to get into how to effectively target market and increase revenue. And one of the ways to do that is to create what I like to call an ideal client treasure map. Okay, one of my mentors said success starts with the list, and that's what we're doing as we go through this activity. And I'm going to walk you through all the steps so that you can do this. But unlike a regular treasure map, which has one X where all that treasure is, your ideal client treasure map has a list of all kinds of those X's. Every one of those places you go, there's the potential to strike it rich. Okay, and what this does is it makes sure that rather than casting a really wide net with your marketing, casting a net out into the middle of the ocean, hoping that you're going to catch the right fish, instead, we're going to the trout farm pond, and you know that if you cast your line out, you're catching trout. And you're probably going to catch quite a few because it's stocked and there's a ton of them in there. So we're not casting a wide net. We're making sure that when we get into our marketing efforts and our tactics, that they are in front of the exact audiences that we want to work with. So casting a wide net wastes time and it wastes money. We've got to be targeted, and your ideal client treasure map list is going to help you do that. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer here. I am assuming that before you go into this exercise, you already know exactly who your ideal clients are. You have to have a very clear picture of who your ideal clients are in order to actually create an ideal client treasure map that is going to be effective. So that's my disclaimer. But here's what we're going to do, and I'm going to walk you through 12 different elements that you're going to put on this list, and then you're going to run through this work. So for example's sake, let's assume that your ideal clients are chiropractors. Okay. Pretty simple, chiropractors. So what am I going to do? Create a Google Doc or a Word doc, whatever you use for docs. And the first thing that you're going to look at is what websites do they frequent? Where do they go? Okay. And for this exercise, Google is your friend. You can find all of this information on Google. Even if you spend just a couple hours doing this, you will have a laundry list of places that you can go to get in front of, in this example, chiropractors. So what websites do chiropractors frequent? Okay. We're just going to search online and we're going to see what comes up. And the more you start to dig, the more you start to uncover more and more and more. Second thing, what forums and message boards do they frequent? To search, in this case, forums for chiropractors or message boards for chiropractors, and see what comes up and start to investigate. And the things that you find, put on your treasure map list. Okay. What influencers do chiropractors follow? In a lot of cases, they're going to be, in this case, other chiropractors, okay, that have been really successful. Maybe they're now helping other chiropractors be more successful in their businesses. But what influencers are in the space? Social media groups. What social media groups are there for your ideal clients? Again, just do a Google search. All kinds of stuff will come up. Podcasts. Are there any podcasts for chiropractors, right? If that's my ideal client. Again, you're going to find a list. And by the way, a great resource for podcasts, you can do a Google search, But the other thing you can do, there's a great tool called Listen Notes. ListenNotes.com is like Google search for podcasts. So you can actually go in there and search for the keyword chiropractors or chiropractic and see what podcasts come up. Most likely, those are going to be podcasts that are geared towards chiropractors. But that's a great tool when you're digging into podcasts that are targeted towards your ideal client list, your ideal client type, I should say. Email lists. Are there specific email lists that they're on? Okay. Blogs. Are there blogs where they go to get information? YouTube channels. What YouTube channels are they following? Putting out videos geared towards your specific ideal client type. What associations and organizations do they belong to and participate in? Number 10, what businesses are they already working with? Are there suppliers or manufacturers selling to your ideal clients? What else are they buying within the practice of their business? Those people already have relationships with your ideal clients, and these can be great people to partner with, co-brand. They could be potential referral partners, all kinds of opportunities there. We just need to start thinking about who's already working with our clients. A great way to do this is to start to think about, this is a tip from my friend David Newman over at Do It Marketing. Think about before, with, and after. Who is working with your ideal clients before you, while you're working with them, with you, and after you work with them? That's a great way to start to think about businesses that are already working with them that may have relationships with your ideal clients. Magazines. Are there magazines geared towards the industry? Magazines, you might advertise in these magazines. You might try to write for the magazines. There's a number of different options there, but start to think about magazines that are geared towards the industry and the ideal client types that you intend to work with. And then trade shows and conferences. What trade shows and conferences are geared towards your ideal clients? Create that list. Now, so I just ran through 12. This is a pretty extensive list, but you may come up with other categories that you want to put on your ideal client treasure map list. And if so, cool. Frankly, if you come up with others, reach out to me and let me know, because I would love to add them to this list. But this is a great place to start. Most people do not take the time to do this and create this list. If you go through these 12 categories, you are going to have an extremely long list. Like I said in the beginning here, even if you just take 2 hours to do this, you're going to have a long list. When we do this for clients, I'm going to be honest with you, it takes about 8 to 10 hours to do a really good job for most ideal client types. That's per ideal client. We spend about 8 to 10 hours. In most cases, the list is 20 to 30 pages. Okay. Now, that may sound a little overwhelming. I certainly don't want you to get overwhelmed, because once you have this list, now what you can do, these are all the places you can be to get in front of the exact people that you want to work with. Are you going to try to be in all these places at once? Absolutely not. What you can do once you've created the list is start to review it and determine which places you are going to test. Okay. Just because your ideal clients are there doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work either. Okay. None of these are guarantees, but it's a much more targeted way to market. Wouldn't you rather market to the exact people that you want to work with each and every time, rather than casting a wide net? That's going to give you a much higher likelihood of success. So once you've created the list, outline based on what time you have, what budget you have within your marketing plan. Start to outline which areas you're going to test first, and then just start testing. But you're going to be much more targeted with your marketing, going to give you a much higher likelihood of success. And I think you're going to see your conversions go up significantly. Okay. So I hope this helps. Again, ideal client treasure map list. So many people don't take the time to do this, but success starts with a list. Once you have this list, you're going to know exactly where you need to go to market to your ideal clients each and every time. Not a wide net, very targeted. We're going to fish where the fish are. So now that I've gone through this, it's time for you to start working on your list. You'll be amazed. I promise you. Take the time to do it. If you need outside eyes on this, you're like, gosh, this is such a cool concept. I really want to take advantage of this. But you need some outside eyes on it. Go to our website over at rialtomarketing.com. That's RIAOTO marketing.com, and book your free GPS call. On that call, I will be happy to talk to you, learn more about your goals, plans, strategies, and help guide you in this process of creating your ideal client treasure map so that you can target market effectively and accelerate your revenue growth. Another tool I want to make available to you is over at growthmarketingplan.com. If you head over there, you will have our 90-day marketing plan template that we use for our business, our clients. It is super simple, super effective. The video instructions are there. The template is there, sample plan, so that you can put your plan together and start getting results today. So thanks so much for taking the time to tune in. Till next time, take care.